Love the fight that the group showed the bench. Unfortunately, it took the bench to come in and do that. And again, the wins and losses right now, we want to win, absolutely. But what I'm most disappointed in is wasted opportunities. We let Phoenix take us out of what we're doing, and then we gave in. So at that point, we might as well just not even play and sit here and have a practice with how we came out in that third quarter. So that's what I'm most disappointed in was, we're trying to grow, we're trying to push and get somewhere, and we gave in tonight. And I know, look, it's been a lot of games, whatever it is, 5 and 7. It's the end of a 5 and 7. And we're getting ready to hit the road again. But we have to learn to fight through all that fatigue. And we didn't do a great job of that tonight. 38 points off our turnovers. I mean, we did a lot. Some of the stuff offensively was fine, but that third quarter was disgusting, and we got to take care of the ball. So a lot of love to our guys who haven't been playing that came in and got us back in that game. That's a great learning lesson for our team, is that these NBA games are never over. There's never a 19, 20-point lead. It's always cut it to 10. You cut it to 10 in this league with, 3 minutes to go, you're back in it. So I do think they did a really nice job of getting that message and then going out and getting that job done. And that's a great lesson to learn. But overall, not pleased with our game tonight.
Luke, it was a lot of the turnovers, especially in the third, were De'Aaron and Harrison, and then you let them come back in and kind of finish that thing out. What was the message having those guys stay in the game and play out that fourth quarter?
De'Aaron and Harrison? It was just what I said right there. We went to guys early, and they D Jones, Mezzi, Davion, they started playing with that fire that we've been playing with most of the season, and it was fun. And look, I knew the game wasn't over. So when I put De'Aaron and Harrison back in, the message was to the group, cut it to 10. Just cut it to 10. We do 2 3-minute scrimmages all the time. We got a 3-minute scrimmage right here. And they did that. They did a nice job of continuing to push and fight through. That was half the message. The other half of the message was don't waste opportunity. Like get better right now. So combined, I thought we did that in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, we were awful in the third quarter.
Coach, I mentioned it before. I'm going to ask you again because this time is another set of bigs. This is Chemezi and Damian Jones. I know we talked about Tristan Thompson and Alex Lynn being ready. These guys were prepared when they came in. 12 minutes left in the ball game, and they gave you that that punch. Can you talk about those two? Because Damian did say they work out just as hard as anybody else. They're just waiting for the opportunity. They've been working, and that's what we need. We need guys to stay sharp, and they go at each other every day. If it's a light practice because it's coming off a game with heavy minutes for starters and some rotational guys, they're playing ones. They're playing twos, they're playing threes, and they're both hungry to play. They're both, they pay attention. They know what the game plan is, and I thought they showed a great example of what we need to look like as a team, and where everyone needs to be ready, and they both were, and it was great to see.
Hey, Luke, going back to that third quarter and the start of the second half, in those 10 turnovers, was that more of a attention to detail thing with some of the leaders, or was it the adjustments that the Suns made?
No, they didn't make any adjustments. They guarded us the same way in Phoenix. It stalled us out in the first half in Phoenix. We found our rhythm in the second half. They guarded us that way in the first half tonight. We made a lot of shots that covered up for some of it. But we gave into it. It was like a soft mentality we started the third quarter with on both ends. So that's unacceptable for where we're trying to get to. We know how they're going to guard us, and then we let them take us out of our rhythm with it. So we have to be mentally and physically tougher than that to start games and start the third.
Coach, turnovers aside, you guys have now back-to-back games with slow starts. So what needs to change in order to get you guys going off with more of a rhythm, offensively, so you guys don't fall behind like you did tonight?
Yeah, look, it was we have to come out and push our pace early. Tyrese is a big part of that. It was just, we're down 6 at the end of the first quarter. It's not ideal, but it's something that we're looking into, and it's something that needs to be better. I get it. We're looking to make whatever growth we can make in every aspect of the game, and it's right now that's not being performed at a high enough level for what we need.
Coach, that last play, the inbound pass with 3 points down, was that a design play or did it just fall apart? What happened there?
You talking about the one where Chimezi was wide open under the rim?
Yeah.
Yeah, design. We had another timeout. It was, we'll take a quick 2 in that situation. Play the foul game. So yeah, we ran the play. We executed it. There was by the time we recognized it was open, we turned it over. But we got a back pick to the rim for a quick 2, and then we got 2 shooters coming off. Buddy and then Harrison was getting ready to come to the ball too. So that was the play designed how it was meant to be.
Coach, how much were you missing Tyrese tonight in terms of playmaking?
Yeah, a lot. And especially, where Tyrese has been great for us is, more so this year is when we do get down 6 or 8 points, where in previous years that's kind of been like a tough turning point for us. He's done a nice job of kind of picking up the energy and the spirit when it's not there. And we definitely missed that out there tonight. And we're hopeful to get him back soon, but it's a back. We don't know when he's going to be back. And we can't just wait for him. We need our guys that are out here ready to play to step up and keep us playing at a level that we've gotten accustomed to playing at this season.
Luke, on that point about Tyrese, you said you don't know when he's going to be back. Any reason to think it could be an extended absence with him?
No, not from that. Just from look, it's a back. Sometimes your back goes out on you. It goes for a day. Sometimes it goes longer. But there's no injury that we're concerned about. It's just you can't play until the back is loose.
Okay. As the coach, do you want the team to put the focus on all the things that got you in a 24-point hole, or do you want them, to think about the things that got them out of that hole? And secondly, does a comeback like this maybe help stave off what could have been maybe a little bit worse kind of psychological blow for a team that's trying to establish an identity here?
Yeah, I want them to focus on both because they're just right. They're the same on each side of the equation. We want to hang on and feel what it felt like to just get pretty much punked out there in that third quarter, because that didn't feel good for anyone, including the people, the fans in the building. Nobody enjoyed that, and that should hurt, and we should hold on to that. And we should also focus on the intensity we played with in that fourth and how we used the pressure they were applying to our advantage. And I don't think we got our first backdoor cut until D. Jones hit Harrison late in the fourth. They're overplaying everything. You know what I mean? Like that, if they're going to play that way, those are options. So we need to feel and focus on both. But we should be very upset with our performance tonight.
Hey, Luke. Last season, slow starts to the second half were an issue for this team. This is the first time this season we've really seen an extended stretch of both the offense and defense struggling at the same time. Does it really come down to as simply as just being out physical to physicality, or is it fundamental issues that you saw? What is the difference that you've seen with this team correcting that issue this year versus last year?
Yeah, were you talking about tonight or in general? Are you? To me, it's more of a mentality. That we've done a nice job this year of not, of being mentally strong throughout these games and being in all of them and, splitting them. And for whatever reason tonight, it felt different. It didn't feel like that same. When it was happening, we got guys out here we know can get it done. Let's go get it done. And it felt like we gave into it for the first time. So as long as that was a one-time thing, then we'll move on from it. But we got to make sure that that's fixed by this road trip.